The Legal Technology Assessment is a digitally signed Word plugin that can be installed locally or run in a virtualized desktop via Microsoft Azure. Task instructions are provided in a Microsoft Word document. The instructions combine clear text with visual prompts to ensure that the user knows what is being asked of them. As the instruction document indicates, the plugin has opened a separate live document in which the user is to complete the task as instructed. That is, the user should navigate to the separate document and carry out the instructions. In this task, those instructions are to turn off track changes, accept all changes in document, and delete all comments. When the task is completed, the user returns to the instruction document and navigates to the next task via the controls on the side pane. Upon completing the full assignment, the user will be provided a score report with detail at the task level. The plugin keeps track of time and grades for accuracy. Importantly, the LTA is not a key locker. Rather, the software is looking for the correct values in the target document when the user hits Submit and Continue. Not only does this alleviate security concerns, but it means that the LTA is compatible with different versions of Word and other plugins, as well as add-ons, macros, and customized ribbons. Because there is no prescribed path, the user in our example could have accepted all changes and stopped tracking in one click and still received full credit. Preferred paths to achieving the right result are dealt with through the time element. If the user performs the task correctly, they are assessed their actual time. If the user performs the task incorrectly, they are assessed a default time. The logic of the default time is that it does not penalize users who tried to get the right result, vis-a-vis users who skipped the task entirely. By combining time and accuracy into a single metric, the LTA is able to provide benchmarked results both in relationship to other users and to a target. The benchmarking makes it possible for the LTA to serve as the basis for micro-certifications. Our micro-certifications, the Certified Operator of Basic Office Technology, or COBOT, are calculated on a per-assignment basis. That is, an individual can be certified in Word without taking the assessments for Excel or PDF. If the LTA is purchased by a law department or law firm, the organization can elect to receive the individual score sheets, as well as customized group score reporting for tracking purposes. Because the LTA is an objective measure, it lends itself well to gamification. Similarly, corporate law departments can request, and law firms can choose to release, scores at the individual timekeeper or aggregate level. The LTA can also be used as a diagnostic assessment for training purposes, with the detailed results serving as a roadmap for targeted training. The LTA can then be used after training to validate skill acquisition. Rather than using time as a proxy for learning, the LTA measures learning directly. The ideas of competence-based learning are extended in the LTA Training Edition. The trainer mirrors the standard LTA but adds several features. The first is instant feedback. As in the standard LTA, the user navigates to a separate live document to carry out the instructions and, when finished, returns to the instruction document to submit and continue via the side panel. In the trainer, however, the user will receive instant feedback on whether or not they perform the task correctly. If they have completed the task correctly, they will proceed immediately to the next task. The trainer thereby permits users to test out of training they do not need. The trainer will also inform the user if the task is performed incorrectly and prompt them to try the task again. The user retains the option to navigate backwards and forwards through tasks or select the Help button to open task-specific training. The Help button is programmable. It can open any training designated by the organization. The default training videos average less than 1 minute per task. The videos launch as soon as the Help button is clicked.
When you're ready to finalize the document, turn off track changes by going to the Review tab.
When the user has gone through the task-specific training, they can return to the live document and immediately apply what they have learned. The LTA Training Edition is premised on synchronous active learning. Synchronous because the training is delivered concurrent to the identification of the need. Active because the trainee is given the immediate opportunity to apply what they have learned. The objective is to close the learning loop. In areas where the user is already proficient, the loop is limited, permitting them to bypass unnecessary training. Where training is needed, the need is identified and the closed loop is expanded to include training, application, and feedback. To foster a low-pressure, self-directed environment, the LTA Training Edition keeps no records of user scores. But when training is complete, retention can be validated and micro-certifications awarded using the standard legal technology assessment. For more information, please visit us at procertis.com.